Whether you're heading off to college, moving into your first apartment, or you're just a parent that's looking to set up your child for success with their first pet, today's video is for you. Keeping fish can sound intimidating. It's a tiny space, you have busy schedules, there's a million distractions, but with the right gear, you can have a thriving, low-maintenance aquarium that's gonna fit your life and your budget. Lucky for you, I've taken all the legwork out of this. I've rounded up some of the top Amazon finds to make your fish keeping in a small space super easy. I own and use everything on this list that I'm about to show you and talk about, so you'll get a real talk on how things work and why I like them. First up, the most important part of this, the tank. For dorms, apartments, you're gonna want something compact, reliable, easy to set up. My go-to for these smaller tanks is gonna be the Aquarium LED mini bowl 5-gallon kits. They're small enough to fit on your desk, on a dresser, anywhere you have a small confined spot, and they're big enough to keep your fish healthy and happy. Like my betta fish over here, they have a built-in LED light which is bright enough to grow some plants. The filter is extremely quiet and the curve kind of gives you a nice view from the front. Plus, it's usually around the $40 mark, so it won't really eat into your budget. If you want to get something a little fancier that's a bit bigger, Haiger does make a smart aquarium with a built-in filter, auto feed system, a built-in heater, pretty much everything built in. You need it with this cool little control panel on top. If you want to go deeper on any of these products, I have full in-depth videos and reviews on pretty much all of them. I will make sure to link the playlist at the very end of the video, and of course all the Amazon links for these will be right in the description and the pinned comment. These mini little bow fronts are perfect for your first time betta keepers, people that want to have a fish in a dorm, even for teachers that want to have something on their desk as a little interactive thing with the kids. Well, why not smaller? Why not a 2.5 or a 1 gallon? First of all, 1 gallons, you're not gonna be able to keep a whole heck of a lot in those. 2.5s, those are on the cusp of being still too small. 5s are a perfect number where you can keep it on a desk or another area and you have enough room to add a nice fish to there and throw some plants in and make a nice happy fish. Let's talk about cleaning, something that most college kids and people living on their own don't like doing. This is where the Haiger 6-in-1 cleaning tool is going to come in great. It's everything you need in a compact spot. It has a telescoping handle, gravel rake, a blade for cleaning, a flat sponge, a right angle sponge, and even a little tube brush to get in clean little spots. And it's a fish net. It's all in a compact kit. You're not going to be losing things because it's all going to be in one little compact kit for you. Now, if you have a glass tank, not something that's plastic, you can use a magnetic algae scraper with a blade on it, which is a super convenient way to keep your glass spotless. You stick the magnets inside the tank, you move it from the outside, and it just gets the algae cleaned off and you don't get your hands wet. It's really fun to watch. I actually look forward to cleaning my glass when I use these. But a heads up, again, these are for glass tanks only. Please do not use them on your plastic tanks. You will scrape them. For these mini bowls, or really any smaller plastic thing, your 6-in-1 kits are going to be more than what you need to clean it properly. And you can honestly get away with skipping the magnetic scraper entirely if you want to do things super minimal. Why does this matter? It's going to make your maintenance faster and easier, but where you can actually do it to help keep your fish healthier. Heating our tanks. Now, your dorm could feel like all 4 seasons if you don't have complete control over your climate, and even an apartment, sometimes you might not have its own heating, so it's going to be harder to keep your temperatures stable. Well, your fish need a stable temperature. You don't want to be shuffling them all around with different temperatures. These fluctuations are going to stress them out, especially in places with weird heating and cooling cycles. So to combat that, I recommend the Haiger small submersible heater. It's compact, it's reliable, it's got a built-in thermostat, a super easy to use LED, and it's smaller than your cell phone. So you can keep your tanks perfect temperature, but you can also hide them. It takes the guesswork out of it. There's no overheating, and your fish won't be frozen all the time during winter break. Feeding. This is where most people go wrong. They either overfeed, underfeed, or forget to feed completely. So for fish food wise, I recommend any North Fin food. These are clean, nutritious foods that your fish are gonna love and help bring out their color. Same with fluval bug bites. These are perfect for our smaller tropical fish. They're high in protein, little granules or flake food, so it's super easy to dose out, and they're a renewable, sustainable product. Third option that I love is the Hikari BioPure freeze-dried foods, particularly bloodworms or tube fix. So you get a little treat in there for variety with your fish, and they come in really handy when you're keeping betta fish. Pro tip, when it comes to feeding, set a timer on your phone. If you know you're going to be in your dorm or your apartment by 4:30 every day, set that timer that's when you feed your fish. Now, setting up your tanks, you're also going to want to make sure your fish are happy. So what you're going to want to get is, I would recommend a Zoomed floating betta log or something similar, because most people don't know bettas are actually more top water swimmers. So they're going to like something that floats, that they can rest in and relax their fins. Another thing you're going to want to get for your tank is some plants. Now, if you don't have a green thumb and you don't want to have to worry about live plants like these, I recommend some silk plants. I put a few kits on this list where you can get multiples for one price. Some come with driftwood, some don't. You can do a couple tanks with these. You can get one of the driftwood pieces and your fish are going to like that. They can then rest on the silk leaves as well. When it does come to feeding, consistency is key. So you want to try and make sure you're feeding around the same time. Your fish will actually get used to seeing you. And honestly, if you skip a day or two here or there, it's not a big deal. You'll be okay. Did a whole video on how long fish can go without food. When I asked a bunch of different fish keepers how they would handle going away for 5 days with feeding their fish. So those of you in college that are gonna be going home for long weekends, winter breaks and things, you have two options. You can take your 5-gallon home with you, or you can take some of the advice from that video. So give that a check out too if you want. Water quality, which is the secret to a healthy fish and a healthy aquarium. And it's easier than you think with some of the right products. My 2 things I recommend people buying when they're setting up a new tank is, first of all, a good water conditioner. My go-to for good water conditioner is good old API Aqua Essentials here. This makes your tap water nice and safe, and it also helps to detoxify the water if you have some issues going on. Now in a 5-gallon tank, that detoxification is going to be a key, and if you don't have time to change water, put a little of this in right before you go to your first class and you'll be good to go. Other thing I recommend when you're setting up a tank is an API quick start or similar products that Fritz makes as well. These are beneficial bacteria in a bottle, which just help your tanks cycle faster and stabilize after bigger water changes. And I recommend these for people setting up new tanks. That way they can get fish in their tanks quicker and they don't have to wait the full 6 to 8 weeks for your tank to cycle. So you get that, you follow the dosing instructions, put it in your tank. I would say let it run for a day, then the next day get your fish. If you want to put them in the same day, that's perfectly fine. Keep an eye on your fish for any signs of decoloration or anything from stress. With tank maintenance, I'm going to recommend that in these 5 gallons, you change a gallon a week. If you can't do a gallon a week, a gallon every other week, just to help make sure your fish has nice clean water. Have I changed these once a week? No. I usually just top these guys off, but I also do live plants, which keep the water healthier. So for you, first time fish keeper, try and change a gallon a week if you can. So you've bought everything on this list, you're going to set up your tank. Here's what you're going to do first. First step is to set up your Aquarium bowl. Put some gravel in it, put some sand. Don't put anything if you don't want to. Add your heater, fill it up with tap water, and put some conditioner in there. Set your temperature to around 78, 80 degrees. Put in your API quick start, let it run for a day. When it comes to choosing your fish for a dorm room, for an apartment, for a 5-gallon aquarium, my go-to top choices will always be a betta fish or a honey gourami. These are both great for beginner fishes and they both will interact with you as you go up to the tank. There are of course other options, but for people that are starting out, these are my recommendations. Feed your fish every day, clean the glass as needed, and do a 1-gallon water change every week when you can. And that's it. There's no complicated chemistry, no overly expensive gadgets. It's simple, reliable gear that just works. For all you people saying, well, this is going to be pricey. I've heard fish keeping is expensive. Let's talk about some money. The aquarium, like I mentioned, is going to run around 40 bucks. Sometimes they can be on sale for a little cheaper. The cleaning kit is $25, and honestly, you could probably skip that one altogether. The magnetic scraper, if you have a glass tank, is going to run you 15. If you don't, you can chuck that off the list too. The heater, 20 bucks. Right now, you only really need the tank and the heater. Done at 60 bucks. You get the food, you get the chemicals, you're looking at another $20, $30. All in all, this is going to cost you under 100 bucks to have a fish tank, and aquariums and fish tanks have been known to reduce stress, and if you're a student, your stress levels could be a bit high. Someone living alone, it can be helpful to have a pet to take care of it, just kind of mentally stabilize you with your pet. If you have any questions about this product or you want to see me set one of these up, just leave a comment down below and let me know. If you want a step-by-step review and step-by-step guides or some troubling guides, please make sure to check out the playlist linked right at the end screen here. Dive in, binge away, there's a bunch of content there, super in-depth dives on all of these. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more no-nonsense aquarium tips. Good luck with your move, happy fish keeping, and I'll see you in the next one.